Hi guys, Asmo here, and today I have for you a very cool leveling tech that I used to level this Raider character through the campaign very quickly. This is something that is very budget friendly. It allows you to get up to 200 or above 200. If I press a flask, I have 246% movement speed, and this is just increased duration with a lowest tier, I think tier 3 of increased movement speed effect, like a level 5 flask. So you can get upwards of 200 or above 200 bonus movement speed during the campaign with a character like this. This is also a raider, so we get a bunch of movement speed on the tree and from the items, and I haven't seen this tech before, so I wanted to make a video about it to explain it. There are some really cool advantages to it, so I thought it would be really cool to share. So the tech is basically going low life to take advantage of some items that give us really powerful bonuses. So we have first item here, that is Victario's Flight. We are not using 7 League Step. Victario's Flight is much cheaper. You can buy this for like 1 to 5 chaos instead of paying like 80 chaos right now for 7 League Steps, or maybe like 50 to 70 chaos if you buy the cards and snipe them. So this is way cheaper, and it gives us more stats because it gives us also evasion, gives us dexterity and intelligence, and it gives you 40 instead of 50% movement speed, but you do have to be low life for that to work. So that's the first thing that low life enables. The second thing that low life enables is the gloves, Ondar's Clasp, which give you 20% increased movement speed when on low life. So we get 20% movement speed from the gloves as well, and they also have accuracy and lightning damage to attacks. And then we also have Lori's Lantern, which if you use Catalyst for speed modifiers up to 13%, then instead of 8%, it gives you 9% increased movement speed when on a low life. But also beyond that, it gives you 25% chaos res. So with 2 of them, we get 18% movement speed, 50% chaos res, and also damage of enemies hitting us is unlucky, which basically means the biggest hits are gonna get mitigated, and we're gonna take on average somewhere between 10 and 20% reduced damage. So this is a very powerful combo. Besides that, they also give 20 to all res if you get the 10% elemental resistances. So you get 20 res, 20 all res, and huge amount of movement speed, chaos resistance, and just in general you're gonna be much more tanky. Then we also have the Karui Ward, very classic, also with speed modifiers. Not only does it give me the movement speed, I anointed Harrier because this is a very cheap anoint that you can get with just a couple of Crimson and 1 Azure Oil for movement speed and attack speed and cast speed. And then also the projectile speed. Since I'm playing a bow build with projectiles, the projectile speed also gives me damage through the bow node. Increases and reductions to projectile speed also apply to damage with bows. This also gives me accuracy together with the gloves, which really help for the precise technique, so I can do huge amounts of damage. So the build is very powerful. This is the leveling setup. I also have a gold rim, also have Harry's Bite for the attributes. I can have enough strength and intelligence, as well as life gain on hit. And then the tree looks like this. I'm gonna put the tree in the description as well. This build is going to be basically a character that's supposed to be really good hideout hero character. So I want movement speed and hideout, so that's why we're going raider, and I want to be able to just do any type of league mechanic I want, any type of like quick chores that I need to do, like running temples or killing beasts or anything like that, but I want to be really fast while doing it. So that's why this is the type of a character I'm making, and it's probably gonna be artillery ballista, like full ballista commitment to it with like Wilmas, or it's gonna be a combo of blast train with artillery ballista, or it's gonna be the new ice shot. I still have decisions to make about the final build, what it's gonna be, but that's basically what I'm leaning toward right now, this type of a build, because as a raider you don't get that many additional projectiles as a Deadeye, for example, but I do want to benefit from the maximum speed from stacking frenzy charges as well, so that's why I would prefer to play an attack build that also benefits from attack damage, which, for example, something like Toxic Rain does not benefit, right? Toxic Rain benefits from attack speed and projectile damage, but not from attack damage, right? It would be, if it would be like damage with bow attack skills, then it does benefit, but it's a bit of a tricky thing with the wording. It doesn't benefit from attack damage, right? Because the attack doesn't do damage. The attack spawns a thing that does damage. So that's why what I'm playing, and I can show you how this basically functions in practice. So you can see this is an extremely quick character. What you want to do is basically just keep up your Mirage Archer and put up the totems, and you're just basically blasting, right? So my character is right now level 62, but I did finish the campaign. So I'm just gonna level up here, get some levels before going to maps, and it's gonna be very, very quick. Don't need to do anything besides that. Like, the character is super smooth, super quick to play. It's relatively tanky. You get good recovery because we are also reserving auras on our life. So the auras that I'm running right now is the Petrified Blood, right? Which Petrified Blood makes it so that my life is basically as if I was on full life. Like, in combination with the Lori's Lantern and the Petrified Blood, I'm actually a little bit tankier than I would be if I was playing on full life. Because I get the extra vitality of high level. I got vitality that regenerates 135 life per second. So as you can see, I'm not running life flasks because I would rather have an extra Jade Flask for the evasion, extra Quicksilver Flask for the movement speed, or the Mana Flask so that if I'm fighting a boss, I can just stand still and hold down my button and not have to worry about running out of mana or anything like that. But if you get enough damage, eventually the leech is taking over. Or if you get, if you press Life Flask, you need at least one Life Flask. Something is exploding on top of me. If you get at least one Life Flask, you're gonna be able to benefit from this thing, from the Primal Spirit, which gives you mana gain on hit. But if you don't have that, then a good way to get it is also here. You get a mana gain on hit here. But yeah, as long as I'm hitting things, it's very, very hard for me to die because we get so much life gain on hit. It's a very tanky character with a lot of sustain in that way. But of course, this is still a precise technique character, so we are limited on the amount of life that I can stack, but it's very, very comfortable and very, very fast to play. So that's it. Just wanted to share this tech with everybody. I think this is really cool, something that you can use while leveling. The POB for it is going to be in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.